Tyumen Oblast is a federal subject of Russia. Its administrative center is the city of Tyumen. The oblast has administrative jurisdiction over two autonomous okrugs, Khanty Mansi Autonomous Okrug and Yamalo-Nenets Autonomous Okrug. Tyumen is the largest city, with over 500,000 inhabitants. As of 2006, it is by far the richest federal subject of Russia, with an average GDP per capita several times the national average. Population 3,395,755. It was established from several districts of Omsk and Kurgan Oblasts on August 14, 1944. Geography. There are a variety of fauna and flora in this region. In the northern part can be found ptarmigan, walrus and Arctic fox. Polar bears also occur in the extreme north. The genetic makeup of this polar bear subpopulation is genetically distinct from other circumpolar regions. The contour of Tyumen region is often thought to have a heart shape. That is why it is sometimes called the heart of Russia. The total territory is 160,100 square kilometers. The Tyumen region was founded in August 14, 1944. Tyumen region includes two autonomous okrugs of the Khanty Mansi Autonomous Okrug, the Ugra and Yamalo-Nenets Autonomous Okrug, which are fully legitimate constituents of the. The territory is located in the basin of the river. The biggest rivers of the Tura, the Tobol, the Pishma, the Isat and the Tavda. The hydrogeographical system is characterized with the prevalence of small rivers as well as the significant bogginess of the catchment areas and numerous lakes. The Tyumen region has a favorable geographical location, being a connecting link between the eastern and western regions of the country, the oil and gas north and the industrial Urals. Politics. During the Soviet period, the high authority in the oblast was shared between three persons: the first secretary of the Tyumen CPSU committee, the chairman of the Oblast Soviet, and the chairman of the Oblast Executive Committee. Since 1991, CPSU lost all the power, and the head of the oblast administration, and eventually the governor, was elected alongside elected regional parliament. The politics in the oblast is governed by the Charter of Tyumen Oblast. The laws within the authority of the oblast are passed by the Legislative Assembly of Tyumen Oblast, which is the legislative body. The highest executive body is the Tyumen Oblast Administration. It also includes the executive bodies of the subdivisions such as districts, and is responsible for the daily administration. The oblast administration supports the activities of the governor, who is the head of the oblast and acts as guarantor of the observance of the Charter in accordance with the Constitution of Russia. Economy. The city of Tyumen is an important service center for the gas and oil industries in Russia, due to its advantageous location at the crossing of the motor, rail, water and airway, and its moderate climate. Tyumen was an ideal base town for servicing the oil and gas industry of West Siberia. As a result, many world-level oil and gas companies such as Gazprom, Lukoil and Gazpromneft, TNKBP, shall have the representative offices there. Tyumen Oblast has the highest levels of oil and gas production of any region in Russia, which some argue has caused the high levels of economic inequality observed in the region. One of the main directions in the activity of the regional authorities is attracting investment in the region and building a friendly business environment. The region is one of the regions with strong modern economy and society in. The economic growth rates of the region greatly exceed the average one. There is a stable growth of the leading economic indicators over the past 7 years. The gross regional product has increased by 2.3 times. One of the most important factors that determines the development of the region is investment. The share in the gross regional product is 28.6%. The total investment in the fixed capital has increased by 3 times over the last 7 years. The total investment in the fixed capital in 2014 was 265 billion rubles. Industrial production has been growing steadily in recent years. It is not oil and gas but processing industries. Thus, in January-August 2015, the index of industrial production was 113.9% and processing industries was 118.8%. For 2.5 years, 24 new plants have been launched, 5 of which were built by foreign companies. There are over 300 projects with investments of over 1.5 trillion rubles. It is expected over 43,000 jobs. The regional economy advantages its diversity, successful simultaneous development of different branches. One of the main directions in the activity of the regional authorities is attracting investment in the region. The government of the region provides support for all stages of project implementation. The most promising industries are oil production, oil processing, oil and gas chemistry and chemical manufacturing, mechanical engineering and metalworking, power industry, forest and timber processing industry, construction supplies manufacturing, achi and food industry, shipbuilding and pharmaceuticals industry. The development and building of commercial property is in progress in the region. Over recent years, a lot of new investment projects have been implemented. The foundation for creation and development of new industries has been laid, such as oil refining, light hydrocarbons, advanced refining, metallurgy, glass industry, production of construction materials, oil and gas, mechanical engineering, timber processing. A lot of activities aimed at attracting investors to build an industrial park in the region. So, there are all necessary bursty conditions for attracting investors by the offers formation of building industrial parks and special economic zones in the same area at regional level. Thus, a resident of the project can receive not only technical conditions and gas light connections but also benefits of property tax and income tax on the basis of the agreement of resident status. Also, the resident can receive subsidies for reimbursement of credit interest rate and 50% of the equipment cost purchased through leasing. So, the conditions are good for industrial and economic development. The Tyumen Regional Duma adopted the bill concerning amendment of the law of the region, concerning support of particular types of industrial activity in the Tyumen region, which provides building of industrial parks. There is also another bill, areas of economic development in the region. The issue of the creation of industrial parks in Boga and in ski villages are on the agenda. Approximately 10 residents are working on these sites. Agricultural complex. The Tyumen region has all necessarily food production as milk, meat, eggs, potatoes and vegetables. Agricultural production in 2006 has increased by 2 times. For many positions, the Tyumen region takes the leading position of most types of categories in the Urals Federal District and Russia. Tyumen productions actively enter in the markets of other regions. Agricultural complex in the Tyumen region consistently upgraded. In cattle breeding and plant growing is extensively used modern equipment. In recent years, we have achieved the following. The genetic potential of cattle and poultry in the Tyumen region has reached the world level, and Padansko, one egg production of a hen is over 330 eggs per year. Tyumen broiler with an average daily gain of broilers in 54 grams a bird reaches marketable weight in 38 days. In 91% of areas involved in grain production, practice sustainable agriculture. There are 18 dairy complexes equipped with modern milking systems and computer control of a herd. in the Tyumen, Nizhnetavdinsky and Kazansky districts adopted automatic milking farms with stations of voluntary milking and feeding the cows, which give a unique quality milk. The share of heavy milking cattle in a breeder stock in the agricultural organizations has increased over 5 years from 40% to 70%. Successfully development fisheries industries include the Sladkovsky, Kazansky and Berdyushsky districts. The share of potato and vegetable cultivation in open land by intensive and industrial technology is 93%. Since 2006, the rape area has increased almost by 22 times, and the production of vegetable oils and protein feed additives has increased too. Transport infrastructure. The Tyumen region is situated in the center of very important transport corridors, extending from east to west and connecting the regions of European Russia and the Urals to Siberia and the Far East, and from north to south, linking the northern autonomous districts, large areas of oil and gas, with the other regions of the Russian Federation, and provides access to the countries of Central Asia. In the south of the region borders with the Republic of Kazakhstan. A regional transport is presented by the motor, railway, aviation and river communications system. The railway transport of the region takes the leading position in the freight traffic that has greatly increased in recent years. Ocean freight is also important for the region. Riverport is the cargo center and a connection link between rail, road and air transport on the road system of. The geographical location of the Rushino International Airport is beneficial for intermediate landings of aircraft on the trunk routes Europe, the European part of the Far East. The airport renders services of conveyance of air passengers, delivery of mail and cargo on the internal and external airlines, performed by charter and regular flights. It is also a connection link between the north and south. Administrative divisions. Demographics. Population 3,395,755, 3,264,841, 3,080,621. Ethnic groups. There were 36 recognized ethnic groups of more than 2,000 persons each in Tyumen Oblast, making this one of the most multicultural oblasts in Russia. The national composition at the time of the 2010 census was: Russians 73.3%, Tatars 7.5%, Ukrainians 4.9%, Bashkirs 1.4%, Azeris 1.4%, Nenets 1%, Chavash 0.93%, Khants 0.9%, Belarusians 0.8%, Germans 0.6%, Kazakhs 0.6%, Moldovans 0.5%, Armenians 0.5%, Mansi 0.4%. 5.3% others. 187,803 people were registered from administrative databases and could not declare an ethnicity. It is estimated that the proportion of ethnicities in this group is the same as that of the declared group. Vital statistics for 2011. Births 55,118. Deaths 29,261. Birth rate 16.25 per 1,000. Death rate 8.62 per 1,000. NGR plus 7.63. Vital statistics for 2012. Births 59,668. Deaths 29,297. Total fertility rate. Religion. According to a 2012 official survey, 28.9% of the population of Tyumen Oblast adheres to the Russian Orthodox Church. 9% is an Orthodox Christian believer without belonging to any church or is a member of other Orthodox churches. 4% are unaffiliated generic Christians. 1% are members of Protestant churches. 6% of the population is composed of Muslims. 2% are adherents of the Slavic native faith, and 0.4% are forms of Hinduism. In addition, 34% of the population declares to be spiritual but not religious, 11% is atheist, and 3.7% follows other religions. I did not give an answer to the question. Honors. A minor planet 2120 Tyumen discovered in 1967 by Soviet astronomer Tamara Mikhailovna Smirnova is named after Tyumen Oblast.